Now from Fenway Park here in Boston, the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the show is next. John Lester will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, when I look at his pitching line, the thing I look at is his whip. He's just below league average, so he's not allowing a lot of traffic on the base paths, and he's keeping his team in the games. If he gets a big break early on, he may run away with it, hold on to the lead, and win this game.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and to win the first game of a series makes it even extra special. They just got to go out and play real well and maybe keep the streak going.
And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. H, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, for me in this game, it comes down to runners in scoring position. If you're able to pick up the runners in scoring position, clearly you're going to score runs, right? But there's many ways to do it. Just hit that ground ball up the middle when they're playing back with the runner on third, and before you know it, you've added on, and now you've allowed your pitcher to pitch his game. That's all they need to do.
Into the windup and the pitch. Liner toward right center. And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
Well, that one right there, he let the ball travel. It got back in on him, but it didn't beat him. He's strong enough to shoot it the other way. Stayed inside the ball for the base hit.
Matt Joyce.
Digging in, Matt Joyce. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 9, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the American League in batting average entering play. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a consistent and fair umpire, Matt. Sometimes he might give a little on the corners, but it doesn't ever seem to impact the game too much.
Myers beats strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Towards second, but this is right to Pedroia, and the inning is over. So strong top of the first for the lefty John Lester. Tampa Bay nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball, the show. Matt Garza is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, this is going to be a challenge for him because it's a road game and he hasn't pitched well on the road at all. The numbers speak for themselves. So he's got to figure something out, whether it's concentration, whether it's focus, or whatever it might be. But he's got to turn around that trend to give his team a chance to really finish this season out strong.
Into the box now is Dustin Pedroia as he'll lead off the home half of inning number 1. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. And Harold, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, nobody likes to lose game 1 of the road trip, but you go on the road thinking, hey, if we can play 500 for the full road trip, we're in good standing. So right now, you're in game 2 of the road trip, and you know what? If you win today, you're what? 500. So you're actually on goal. That's why this game is a big one for you to be on point.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier is right there, 1 down. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
The key to me is driving in runs. Their runners in scoring position, they've been really struggling. I mean, you don't have to hit home runs, but pick up that runner that's at third base with less than 2 outs. Hit the ground ball and drive him in. Just the little things. And as they continue to add on inning by inning, before you know it, you put together a good game. That's what they got to do.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Myers is after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting third, first baseman, Mike Napoli.
Now in the box, Mike Napoli. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit on the ground, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. We are still scoreless. Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Zobrist.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
0-2 now from Lester. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Bradley is there, and he has it for the first out.
All right, time for him to adjust his defensive alignment for the Red Sox. I'm looking down there at Xander Bogaerts, and watching him work early tells me why he's become such a good defender in the big leagues. He's out here 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon going through his routine, making sure he catches the ball and makes all the plays.
Here's Steve Pearce now. Now the first pitch here from Lester. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Lester ready. The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Trey Barnett is on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Trey Barnett.
Ready now, Trey Barnett. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now Lester's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Will Middlebrooks now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
16, Will Middlebrooks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Rays. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
Now at the plate, Nolan Reimold. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And Garza will use the slider to his advantage. It's strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Settling in now, David Robinson. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Garza sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he takes a cold strike 1. 1-1. Here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle, taken there by Cabrera. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox go down 1, 2, 3. We'll move to the third with no score. There they are, the teammates. Ted Williams, Johnny Pesky, Bobby Doerr, and Dom DiMaggio. 4 great Red Sox that played right here as teammates, of course, at Fenway.
Leading off for Tampa Bay.
In now,
Second baseman.
Logan Forsythe.
Logan
He comes in hitting in the
Forsythe.
370s for the season. Clearly always a threat with the bat. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, catcher.
So with one gone now, let's take a look at the Rays' upcoming schedule for the week to follow, as we'll be here bringing you every game, every step of the way. Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see right there that the Rays are currently tops in the AL in that category. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Kiermaier. Right over the middle, knee high.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
The 0-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bradley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, a base hit in his first trip. First offering on its way. Ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Heading out towards shallow right. Harms has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Tampa. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup and the pitch. The changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup. That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped weakly to the left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Sean Harms.
Now at the plate, Sean Harms. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. Hit down the third baseline. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Stepping in, Fletcher Dowell. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Garza steps into his windup. Here he comes 0-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Ball 2.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone, and he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Now the 0-1. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Matt Joyce now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The left fielder, number 20, Matt Joyce.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here.
The bat as well as he's
Right
been.
fielder,
This is a smart move.
Will
No reason to tempt
Myers.
fate out there.
Striding in once again, Will Myers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Lester ready, the 1-0. Left field and deep. Robinson ranging back, and it's gone into the monster seats. A 2-run home run off the bat of Will Myers. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Here's Ben
Designated
Zobrist
hitter,
now,
Ben Zobrist.
as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Bogarts. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Digging in to try it again, Steve Pearce. Into the windup and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. 0-2 now from Lester. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And Napoli will hang with it, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Trey Barnett.
Stepping into the box, Trey Barnett. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you'll get the strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Now here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swinging a soft liner. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Well, he just stayed with that and just kind of flipped it out there. Nasty pitch, but he stayed on it and got just enough to get the hit.
Forsythe.
Into the box, Logan Forsythe, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now Lester's 0-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bradley is there, and that retires the side. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. Striding in, Jackie Bradley Jr. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Center fielder Jackie Bradley Jr.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Here's Mike Napoli now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike.
That's the advantage of having a good two-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And that'll get down for a base hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Will Middlebrooks. First time up, he went down looking. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Line to the right side. Myers is there to put it away for out number 1. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Now batting, Nolan Reimold. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner, and a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, he clearly read the scout report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And that's through for a base hit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-run ball game.
Well, Matt, they scored a lot of runs yesterday, and they're just now scoring today. But it's always who you're facing that particular day. Good pitching is the momentum stuff, and that's what we've seen so far today.
Stepping in now, David Robinson, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
The batter, right fielder, Sean Harms.
Now to the plate, Sean Harms, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. In there, strike one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Red Sox settle for just the one. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Rays 2 and the Red Sox 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Deoner Navarro. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Into the windup and the pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Harms has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
You know what, Matt? He's been getting most of the pitches. I know he's complaining a little bit on this one, but he's been getting most of the pitches today. He should be feeling pretty good about himself.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. 2 gone.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
He's done a nice job of getting those 2 quick outs before the 2 hitters coming to the plate right now, because he knows what's sitting down there down the order. So you stay aggressive against those little guys, try to get them out the way.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Pitch popped up. A dive, and he can't hang on. And despite the great effort, no throw from the second baseman, and that ought to be an infield single.
Number 20, Matt
Here's Matt Joyce now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Too low. 1-0.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how two-out rallies start.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Little two-out rally going on right now. Back-to-back base hits, and now your runners at first and third. And let's see, maybe they'll try to steal a run here. And there's a lot of things that can still happen with 2 outs in the inning.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Will Myers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. That's inside. 2-0.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Strike called, 2-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And a relay home, and he's safe.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but he'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Myers rounds third and is digging for the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Make it 5-1. So another run scores there on the base hit. Their 5th run in 5 innings so far. And we'll show you a look on cue at the highest scoring offenses in the league. And you can see right there that the Rays are currently tops in the AL in that category. Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3. And he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Ruby De La Rosa is going to take over here in inning number 5. So it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Ruby De La Rosa.
Steve Pearce will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch, pitch out, nothing doing. Three runs already home here. Slow little grounder left side. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rays are out in front 5-1. Ready for another chance? Fletcher Dowell. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Dowell.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Well, clearly that changeup the pitch before didn't fool him, because that fastball right there, he's right on it. He just couldn't put it in play.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Curveball that time, not even close.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kiermaier racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Myers is there. 2 down.
Number 25.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. For ball 1. Line toward the gap in left center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2, and he will scroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Napoli. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And here's a ball hit in the air, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Bradley is on his way home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Matt, talk about 2-out lightning. First 2 guys are retired. Next guy doubles, and then bam, a single to drive in a run. 2-out lightning.
Here's Will Middlebrooks now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to left, and he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Rays are in front 5-2. Ready for another chance? Trey Barnett. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth.
Barnett.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Here it comes. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Logan Forsythe. He swings and grounds it to short. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
8-game streak. He's swinging the bat really well.
Will Bradshaw will try and loosen up here as he'll take over at short following the injury.
Number 23, Will Bradshaw.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
The catcher, number 30, Deoner Navarro.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Navarro waits the 1-0. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Robinson. And that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Middlebrooks will make the catch to retire the side. Rays strand just the 1. And it remains 5-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nolan Reimold. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Nolan Reimold.
On the ground up the middle, taken in by Forsythe. And he's set down 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, David Robinson.
Striding in once again, David Robinson. A hit in 2 tries so far. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Will Bradshaw.
Into the box now, Will Bradshaw is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Red Sox 2. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Frankie Keller is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
28. Frankie Keller.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope, that's a ball.
Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Just a bit low. Ball 3.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Bradley is there. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 20, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Robinson going back. And it's off the green monster. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Will Myers will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count of the Rays right fielder at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. There's a shot out to right center field. Joyce rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run is in to score from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Man, have a game, why don't you? With that RBI double, his 5th run driven into the game, he came to play in this one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. Pedroia fields it cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The first baseman, number 33, Steve Pearce.
Here's Steve Pearce now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Corey Dickerson will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. And that misses, ball 1. That average way up there to start things out. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great discipline hitting.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Trey Barnett would be next. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Up next for Tampa Bay, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Trey Barnett. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Pedroia. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1 for the Rays on the Will Myers double. Get up and stretch. It's the Rays 6 and the Red Sox 2. Corey Dickerson will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 10, Corey.
Ready once again, Sean Harms. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Leading off for the Red Sox, right fielder Sean
James Loney
Harms.
is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 21, James Loney.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now. The first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to pitch
in there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Forsythe Backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The catcher, number 39.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Dustin Pedroia will be next. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
I really like what he did right there. 2-0. He wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0. He made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
In now, Dustin Pedroia. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike one becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
0-1, here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball. I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And that's in there. Base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, 7th inning. You're thinking maybe one more at bat if his team rallies. So this was a big hit to keep that streak alive.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses with a curveball.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Cabrera's there. Forsythe. Back to Loney, but they can't quite get him as it'll go as a fielder's choice.
The first baseman, number 12, Mike Napoli.
Here's Mike Napoli now. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Hard on the ground towards short. Cabrera's up with it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Ryan Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Ryan Garcia.
Ready for another shot now. Logan Forsythe. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Pitch on the way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Harms ranging forward. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Into the windup and the pitch. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Well, that's another single, his second hit of the game. He's having a good May. You know, you start looking at May as a player and you say, I'm partway through the season. I'm starting to get settled in. This is a great start to the year. He's over 300. He's off to a great start.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with the pitch down there.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately he just fouled it off.
And he misses there. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, come on, man. 8th inning. He was getting me nervous. This looked like this might be his last at bat and his last opportunity.
Into the box now as Dribble Cabrera as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline and a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 7-2 ball game.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Matt Joyce. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Swing and a looper to left. Robinson has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Right fielder, number 9, Will Myers.
Now at the plate, Will Myers. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a line drive that'll get into left center field. It's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And the second run will score. It's now 9-2. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ben Zobrist.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 delivery. Lifted into center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rays 9 and the Red Sox 2. Brad Boxberger enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work.
Brad Boxberger.
Here's Will Middlebrooks now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
16, Will Middlebrooks.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get into chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
1-1. Navarro the sign, the 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it is Myers, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap of our game to this point. Stepping in, Nolan Reimold. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, David Robinson.
So coming to the plate, David Robinson. And he takes ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Junichi Tazawa comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the first baseman, James Loney. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Loney.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Now here's the pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter,
Barnett.
Trey Barnett. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. In tight. Awfully tight. 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Now to the plate, Logan Forsythe. He flew out in his last at bat. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.